the mirror.
Hi there, Tom Thomas. Why has this mirror been standing here in the hallway for a whole week already?
My dad can't seem to find any time to hang it on the wall.
Are you sure it won't fall?
It hasn't fallen so far. So, Nolik, do I look like Spider-Man? Ah!
No, you don't look like him at all. Yeah! Hey! You can't climb on walls like Spider-Man.
Yeah, I'm sure you can do it.
I can do it. Just give your chewing gum to me. See that? Like in the movie.
Oh, like that's really hard.
Just keep watching.
That's hard.
Feast your eyes and see what the only spider Fixie in the whole wide world can do. Catch me!
I gotcha!
The mirror!
Whoa!
Long ago, the only way humans could see their reflection was to look into water. The very first mirrors appeared about 5,000 years ago. They were made out of silver or bronze. Legend has it that the Greek scientist Archimedes once burned down an entire enemy fleet with the help of mirrors like these. But humans only became able to see their reflections well after they started making mirrors out of glass. And we still use glass mirrors today. But of course, mirrors are not only used for looking at our reflections, they are also used in telescopes to collect the light of distant stars. And humans also use mirrors inside of automobile headlights so they will shine even brighter. Just look at all the things mirrors can do for you.
Whew. Looks like it didn't break. Help me lift it so we can lean it back up on the wall.
Tom Thomas! I've gotten a reflection in the mirror.
That's impossible, because only vampires can't see their reflections. Or ghosts.
But I'm not in there.
So then, I guess you've become a ghost.
No, not a ghost. I don't like them.
Hey, what's all the racket? Did you guys get yourself into trouble again?
Simka! Me and Tom Thomas were playing Spider-Man, and I turned into a ghost for some reason.
Yeah, ghost. That's silly. They don't even exist.
You don't have any reflection either. Simka! You're a ghost just like I am.
That's just goofy.
Look! Just look! Here I am!
Well, hi there.
But why couldn't I see myself over here?
It's probably because the mirror is scratched on the back. Tom Thomas, do you think you can rotate the mirror? It's just like I said. Some of the special coating got scraped off of the back. A mirror is not just a piece of plain glass. Plain glass lets light pass through it, but a mirror reflects light. To turn a piece of glass into a mirror, people spray a special shiny coating on one of its sides that reflects everything. And then to protect the shiny coating, an extra layer of paint is put on top of it. But even with that protection, you still have to handle mirrors carefully, because mirrors can easily scratch or even break.
And do you think that this one is possible to fix?
Yeah, we can do it.
It's a good thing you have a pack-a-mat with you.
I thought we might need it after you started screaming over here.
Don't tell me you've got paint in there for a mirror.
A pack-a-mat's got everything you'll ever need. It's all ready.
My dad's coming.
Tom Thomas, what are you doing here?
Checking if you hung it.
Yeah, right. I'll definitely hang that mirror on the wall soon. Like tomorrow. Or next week.
The stapler. Tom Thomas gets the ball. He makes an incredible move. He's wide open. The goalie sees him and he screams in horror. He shoots and score!
Yay!
Tom Thomas, stop kicking that ball. Your school concert starts in 30 minutes, and I don't want to iron your pants again.
All right, Mom.
Just one more time, huh?
No, I'm sorry. Mom said I have to quit kicking the ball. But Mom said nothing about dribbling the ball.
Go,
You can do it.
Tom.
You can do it. Yeah.
Ah! Whoa!
Tom Thomas, your pants.
This can't be. These are my special concert pants. Ugh.
Yeah, how will you go now? Well, your mom does have enough time to sew them.
I'm scared to even tell her about it. She said that I had to stop playing.
Hey, I've got it. Here.
You think we should fix the rip in his pants with a stapler?
Yeah, isn't it a good idea?
I gotta try it out.
You do.
Like this?
Stop.
Why? What's wrong?
My nose itches. That's all. Let's go.
You're right, Nolik. It works.
That is super.
Yeah, the stapler's really great. Do you guys know how it works?
Just keep stapling and I'll tell you. The staples for a stapler are lightly glued together. That way you can load many staples at once instead of one at a time. And a spring pushes the staples to the front. When you push down on the arm, a metal tooth pushes the front staple down through a thin space. And the staple punches holes in the paper. Next, the pointy ends of the staple push down onto a plate. And that makes the staple bend behind the paper. And there you go. The papers are fastened.
So you could say that we're sewing, but using a stapler instead of a needle.
Yeah, and it works even faster. Huh? What's going on?
Could it have run out of staples?
There's still a lot more staples, but one of them got jammed here in the slot.
Tom Thomas, we're leaving in 5 minutes.
Okay, Mom. So, did you get it?
No.
Why don't we get Papa's to help us? Because he's really strong and he's got a pack-a-mat.
We can do this ourselves. Tom Thomas, find something we can use to push that staple out.
The stapler is not a very new invention. It's been said that the French king, King Louis XV, had a stapler made out of gold and precious gems. Unfortunately, it could only hold one staple at a time. Modern staplers are much more convenient, and people have come up with so many kinds for paper, for plywood, and even for skin. Yes, surgeons often use them during operations. Then there's the staple gun that's used to upholster furniture. And its older brother, the nail gun, can even be used to hold together the walls of a building. And here's an invention almost as important as a stapler. It's the staple remover. With its help, it's possible to remove the staples put in by a stapler.
How about the screwdriver?
That'll work.
Look, the screwdriver fits perfectly into the slot.
Ah, that's great. Now push that staple through, only keep your fingers out of the way.
Or you won't finish sewing.
Tadish!
It's still not Tadish. You haven't fixed your pants yet.
That's it. They're done.
Now we can say, Tidish!
Tom Thomas, are you ready?
Of course.
My idea with the stapler was smart, wasn't it? And Tom Thomas's mother won't notice a thing.
Will too. Just wait till she washes them.
The microwave.
Okay, children, for today's lesson, we're going to learn about the microwave oven. It's a very special appliance that people use to heat all sorts of different foods up.
Oh, wow. Is there any chance that we could get heated up here?
You'll find out about that too, if you'll pay attention, of course.
Whoa!
Got it? Now listen carefully.
I'm listening.
Of course, young Fixies go to school just like human kids, but their parents teach them a lot of important lessons, too. Fixie parents take their kids on tours of all sorts of different devices and teach them what Fixies can do to keep them working properly. They like to show them how the computers or televisions or gaming systems work, or any one of the many appliances they take care of inside of the kitchen, like the stove. Every once in a while, a new device appears in the house, something that the Fixies have never dealt with before. To learn how this new thing works, the Fixies gather together and read the instructions that the humans keep printing up, but almost never seem to take the time to read for themselves.
And so now it's time to look at the magnetron. That's what emits the microwaves.
Oh, and so the food absorbs the microwaves, and that's what heats it up.
That's right. And now, look carefully to your left.
Hooray! Freedom! Oh, Tom Thomas. What do you say? Want to watch cartoons?
I can't. I need to do my homework.
Then just do it quickly.
For some reason, whenever I start doing homework, I always get hungry for some food.
Then just eat faster.
No. The faster I eat, the sooner I'll have to start doing my homework. It already got cold. I need to go warm it up. 1 minute should be enough.
These aren't just ordinary wires. These are for...
Marcia, what's going on?
It looks like it might be an overload. The microwave might burn out.
Then we better run out of here.
What do you mean, run? We need to save this microwave.
Simka and Marcia are inside.
Simka, I need your help. Tadish.
Oh, what's wrong with the microwave? It looks like it just broke.
Who cares if it broke? What matters is that Simka and Marcia aren't broken.
Look, there's no one here.
Of course not. We were behind the wall. You wouldn't believe what happened in there. Oh, there you go. Tom Thomas, why did you put that fork into the microwave?
Why not? You mean I'm not allowed?
Remember, never put any metal objects into a microwave. If you put forks or spoons in a microwave, you can burn it out. And then not even a Fixie will be able to fix it. Even a thin metal border on a plate can cause serious problems. Also, never warm up food in sealed packages or bottles inside a microwave. And one last thing, don't even think of cooking eggs in their shells in there. They'll just explode.
Sorry, I didn't know any of that.
Nolik, and what were you thinking? Why didn't you warn Tom Thomas about this?
Well,
Oh, today you skipped school. And now you don't know it either. Nolik, where are you going? I'm talking to you.
Where else? I gotta go study all about microwaves.
And I'll go do my homework now.
But first you'll sit down and eat for a while, right?
No, I'm not gonna eat food. First, I'll go and play some games for an hour or so.
The music box.
And when the Pied Piper began to play his magical flute, the rats came out of their holes and followed him. And they never would be seen in Hamlin ever again. Whew.
And then what, huh?
I can't read anymore. My legs got tired. Whew.
Simka, Nolik, something's rustling in there.
In where?
In Dad's office, it's on his desk. It's inside the wooden container.
So maybe there's a mouse inside it.
Tom Thomas, sit right here while Nolik and I go and check.
And if there's a mouse in there for real, then how are we gonna get it out? Those rodents are really so big.
And why was I reading that book to you, huh? Just grab a flute, give it a toot, and the mice will scoot.
And where are the flutes gonna come from?
We'll make 'em. Toot, 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 toot. You got it?
Sure I did.
Wait a second. Let's get a little closer. See? It's just like I told you. No more mice in there.
So let's toot a little more so they won't go back in.
All right.
So you're the ones messing around out here.
Oh, Grandpoos, it's you here.
All day I can't work on what I need to do. Right from the start, someone's opening up the top, and then you two tooting.
It was Simka who came up with the tooting.
Just because you're afraid of mice.
Wow, what kind of machine is this?
Well, what do you think?
A coffee grinder?
No.
A hole puncher?
Is it a foot scratcher?
What?
Well, a machine for scratching your feet.
You're joking all the time, you. It's a music box, and it's just wonderful. Music boxes were invented more than 200 years ago. Inside, there is usually a cylinder with short pins sticking up from it. In front of the cylinder, there is a comb with metal teeth of different lengths. If you pluck one of the teeth, it will make a pleasant sound. A short tooth makes a higher sound, and a long one, lower. When the cylinder spins around, the pins pluck the different teeth, and music plays.
Awesome! So what's broken in here?
The spring slipped off. It has to be pushed back into the right place. Will you help? There we go, that's better.
How come the music's not playing?
First, you have to wind up the spring with the key.
Tidish! I know who can wind up the spring. Well, Tom Thomas, can you guess what kind of machine this is?
A paper cutter. How about a hole puncher?
You're such a joker. Now don't go and tell me it's a foot scratcher.
Then I don't know.
Then wind it up with the key and you'll find out. Do you want to know how the higher and lower sounds come out? Put a regular ruler over the edge of a table. Hold down one end of the ruler and pluck on the other. The shorter you make the end hanging off the table, the higher the sound will be. The teeth inside of a music box work the same way. And bells work the same way too. The smaller the bell, the higher it rings. The sound of a violin or a guitar depends on how thick the strings are. Fat Strings make a lower sound, and thin strings a higher one. How tight the string is also makes a difference. Take a piece of string or a rubber band. Tie one end to a doorknob and pull on the other end. With your free hand, pluck the string. The tighter the string gets stretched out, the higher the sound. If you want, you can even play a tune.
I think I got it now. It's an old player for music.
That's close, but not it. A music box is what they call it.
I just said that. So, what was it in there,
Just a broken spring.
It's not the thing I'm dying to know. Who was moving around there?
All I'll say is we, Tom Thomas.
Won't let that secret out.
Shh. The screws.
Hey, Tom Thomas, what you thinking about?
Huh? For school, I have to write an essay. My very best friend. I don't know. Who should I write about?
What do you mean who? Aren't I your closest friend?
Of course. How could I forget to write about you?
And you can keep forgetting. That's our secret, right? Don't you remember the promise you made when we met?
Sure, how could I forget? What's wrong with Chusaka today? Chusaka, why are these screws bothering you so badly? What's with you? Leave them alone already. Will you just calm down? You're gonna destroy my plane.
Let's get out of here.
Ow! What's going on?
What's going on? Hey, if you don't turn back again, I'm not letting you go. Oh, please, don't be afraid. I'm not gonna hurt you too. I'll just ask you one question and let you go.
Nolik, we can't.
Don't worry about it. Quit your staring. Ask your question, boy.
No way you can talk. Just tell me, who are you?
Fixies. That's all. We answered. Now you let us out.
Oh, wait, but what's it mean that you're Fixies?
That's already question number 2.
You promised to let us out, didn't you?
I'm sorry. You can leave now.
Simka, it's fine. I can see from his look that we can trust him.
All right. We'll tell him. You gotta swear that you don't tell anyone else.
I swear it.
Fixies. We're the little people that live inside of machines and appliances and take care of them, fixing them, cleaning them, and oiling them. Humans never suspect us. They think that if something breaks and then suddenly starts working again, that it happened all by itself. Well, nothing happens by itself. It happens because we, the Fixies, are living inside. Yes, without the Fixies, humans would have so many more problems with their machines.
That's awesome. And so what are your names?
That's already question number 3.
You can call me Nolik, and her name is Simka.
And my name's Tom Thomas. Will you come back over? Oh, well. I was this close to becoming the first kid in the whole world to make friends with the Fixies. I thought you guys would never come back over.
And we didn't plan on coming back.
But then we thought it'd be really great to be the only Fixies in the whole world, who are friends with the only kid in the whole world, who is friends with the Fixies. Ah!
And who has told no one about us.
The Fixies do everything they can do to hide from humans. They are afraid that if humans discovered Fixies, they would hunt them down and capture them and start keeping them in cages just like pets. And worse than that, they would take them into their laboratories and start examining them under microscopes, even conducting scientific experiments on them. Or suppose that humans thought we'd do all their work for them, and so they decided that they didn't have to take care of their appliances any longer. Well then, let me tell you this. If humans decided that they didn't have to clean or fix their own appliances, then not even the Fixies will be able to stop them from breaking no matter what they do. That's why the Fixies are very smart to hide from humans.
Okay, then, I'll write about someone else. I have the very best friend ever. Period. When something's broken, he repairs it. He's the one and only Nolan.
The keyboard.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ready or not, here we come. And where is he hiding this time? Tom Thomas! Yoo-hoo!
Tom Thomas, you didn't forget about your grandma's birthday, did you?
No! Oops, I did.
We found you this time.
Hey, that's not fair. It was my mom that found me, not you.
Then go and hide again.
Not now. I have to draw a birthday card for... my grandmother. So, we need one clean sheet of paper.
When's your grandma's birthday?
Tomorrow.
But your card won't get there on time.
Oh, then what can I do?
Come on and use your noggin. Pick up the phone and give her a ring. Your grandmother will be really happy to hear your voice.
No, we've got a tradition. We send each other birthday cards.
And what's the internet for? Why don't you send off an electronic card to her?
Simka, that's genius. Oh, this one's cool.
Now go ahead and type your message.
The letter D isn't working. How can I write Dear Grandma without D?
Just let her be a plain old grandma without the dear.
But the letter G isn't working either.
It looks like we could use a pack-a-mat here.
A pack-a-mat? What for?
To clean off the keyboard's contacts that got all dirty.
What contacts?
A key on a computer keyboard works pretty much the same way as a doorbell does. When we press on the button of a doorbell, the contacts inside touch, which lets the electricity flow that makes the bells ring. And when we press a letter on a computer keyboard, an electrical current runs from the keyboard to the computer, and that letter appears on the screen. But if there's dirt between the contacts that stops them from touching, then the current can't flow. What did you drop in here that is so sticky?
It's probably the soda I was drinking.
And so, you shared it with the keyboard? Here's the reason why it's not working. Where did so many crumbs come from?
They fell off my sandwich.
What in the world is this red stuff down here?
That must be the sauce for my mushroom pizza.
Oh, Nolik. Well, now it looks like we're gonna be out picking mushrooms.
The Fixies are always ready to help people out, but there are some people we really don't feel like helping. I remember when I was working as a Fixie back in one house. It was a disaster. One day, the owner spilled coffee on the remote for the TV. As I was running to clean the remote, he starts pounding the TV with his fist because the channels won't change. So now the TV is broken too. Well, with no TV, he decides to listen to some music, and he carelessly pulls the music center onto the floor. So he tries to fix that himself and manages to break it for good. And then he sits down on top of his telephone and breaks that to bits. Meanwhile, I'm still busy trying to clean the coffee off of the remote. There wasn't a minute of rest with this guy around. In the end, I couldn't take it any longer. So I got out of there, and now I'm here, teaching kids.
Thomas, why are you eating food at your computer? Yeah, they don't feed you in the kitchen or something?
Now I know it. It's not allowed.
You said it. Now write your message. And write the address on there, too.
Uh-huh. Mom, do you know what the email address for Grandma is?
Grandma doesn't have an email address.
So what? We went ahead and fixed that keyboard for nothing?
I still need it. Am I Grandma? I'll give her a ring on the phone.
You said you had a tradition of writing each other cards.
And what? Grandma will be happy to hear my voice.
That's some original idea, huh?
The toothbrush.
Once I finish you, my top secret growth potion, I will create my own giant canine crew. And then I'll rule the... Whoa!
Wow, this is super. You're better than a TV show. Oh yeah, it's fun, but it's gonna end badly.
Thomas, get ready for bed.
I'm going, Dad. But first, my secret recipe. We start with a bit of carbonatorous. And now a little bit of bread and butterous. And finally, beard of foamerous. Chusaka. Don't be afraid. Drink, my baby. And you'll grow 10 times your size. What? It doesn't taste good? Oh, right. I forgot it needed stirring. This hypersonic mixer will do the trick.
Thomas, you shouldn't use what doesn't belong to you. That's your father's toothbrush. Ah! Hey, cut it out! You're acting crazy. Bubbles! Hey, boom, boom, boom!
Uh-oh.
You said it. Uh-oh. You, Thomas, are a big boy, but your brain is smaller than Nolik's. Why, thank you. Just go put the toothbrush back in its place, like you never touched it.
Nah, that's not right at all.
Thomas, what's up?
I'm almost done, Dad. Simka and Nolik, please, I really need your help.
No panicking. First, we need to understand what could have broken inside of there. An electric toothbrush is really simple, as long as you know these 3 parts. The battery, the motor, and a very clever mechanism that connects the motor with the bristles. The whole secret to the toothbrush is right in there. That mechanism uses the spinning of the motor to make the bristles move very fast back and forth, from left to right, from right to left. And that's how it brushes your teeth.
So what can we do about it?
Here's what we do. First, we take out the motor, then we take the gears out, and then the mechanism.
How much time do we need to do that?
1 or 2 hours.
What? No!
Just listen here, Thomas. You need to open up the battery compartment. Wait for me right here.
These are your teeth. Well, I mean, they're not your teeth, but you get what I'm saying. Nowadays, we use a toothbrush to clean our teeth, but it wasn't always that way. The ancient Egyptians used a chewed stick to scrape their teeth, while the ancient Greeks rubbed their teeth with a rag. And the Vikings, well, who knows what they used? And then, only 200 years ago, an Englishman named William Addis came up with something better. He drilled holes into a meat bone, inserted bunches of bristles into them, and there you go, the toothbrush. And here's what I need to tell you all as a Fixie. That is, as a master repairman. You need to make sure to brush your teeth often, especially after eating, or you'll be getting them repaired often at the dentist.
Well, is something wrong with the mechanism? No, it's fine. Is the motor burned out? No.
Then what's wrong with it?
You're not gonna believe it. But the battery died.
That's all? I know what to do. I'll put in new ones.
Your dad turned the toothbrush on. Looks like everything's fine. It's working.
Ooh, way to go.
Excellent. Your dad will never find out what kind of slop you mixed up with his brush.
What slop? How dare you, Nolik? How dare you refer to my mighty potion like this?
Tom Thomas, somehow soap got all over my toothbrush. Can you explain that? Ay, ay, ay.
Well, you got caught. What do you say now?
The pen.
Not here either.
Tom Thomas, are you looking for me?
Huh? No, for a red pen. I need it right now.
What do you need it for?
Here, look what my teacher wrote in my assignment book.
Bad behavior during the lesson, fidgeting, and talking. What are you gonna do with the red pen? Your teacher left something out?
I thought maybe, I could fix it a bit. I hope I find that pen. Oh, what? Oh, what? Oh.
Oh, wow. Good catch. So, what do you want to fix on it?
I'll just add a couple of no's, and then it will say that I had no bad behavior during the lesson, no fidgeting, and no talking. See, no problem.
Cool. And then add this at the end. Tom Thomas is a perfect student.
Nah, then they would guess I did it. What, is it clogged up? A little scribble will do it.
That's not a pen. It's more like a penknife. Oh, look, the ball's missing.
What ball? It's a pen.
It's a pen, but it's a ballpoint pen. Old-fashioned pens work by dipping the pen into a jar of ink. But with a ballpoint pen, the ink is stored inside of a tube that has a metal tip on the end with a small steel ball. Well, small for humans, that is, but of course, for Fixies, it's quite large. When you drag the pen across the paper, the ball spins around and gets ink on it from inside the tube. Then it turns over and the ink rolls out onto the paper. So without the ball, a ballpoint pen won't write at all.
So what am I going to do? That's my only red pen.
Hi, everybody. Why do you look so sad? We lost the ball from the tip of this pen. Where?
It's here somewhere.
Then you're in luck, boys. In the pack-a-mat, there's a metal detector. You can use it to find different kinds of metal objects. Nah, that's not it. I can see that myself. It's not on the table, Nolik.
Until not that long ago, humans used pens that had to be dipped over and over again into an inkwell. This was quite inconvenient, and so to make writing easier, the fountain pen was invented. A fountain pen could be filled up with ink, so it could write for a much longer time. But fountain pens would often leak, leaving blots of ink on the paper. This problem was solved with the invention of the ballpoint pen. Ballpoint pens are simple, handy, and reliable, except that you can't write with them on a wall or upside down for a long time. That's because the ball uses up the ink on it, and the ink can't flow up to the tip. But even this problem has been solved. There are now special ballpoint pens that can be used by astronauts floating in space.
Is this the one? You're right. That's it. Don't you just see how awesome my metal detector is? Is that what you're calling me now? Yeah! Tom Thomas, help us. And now! Tidish!
Cool.
By the way, what do you need the red pen for? Well, Tom Thomas and I needed to fix something in his assignment book. What? If I knew that, I wouldn't have helped you out.
So no fidgeting and no talking.
And your teacher, she writes in your assignment book when you behave well?
Uh-huh. Whenever we behave well, she writes a note in our books right away.
Ah,
Did you see, Simka? How Tom Thomas managed to outsmart everybody?
Since I see nothing else here from your teacher, does that mean you behaved badly the other days?
Uh-huh. What? Well,
Did you see, Nolik? How Tom Thomas just managed to outsmart himself?
The fan.
pass him on the left.
Step on it.
Now pass him on the right.
Look out for the wall. Hit the brakes.
Why didn't you hit the brakes?
He was just too scared. What do you mean too scared? Something got into my eyes. Those were your hands. My turn. Let me show you how it's really done. Oh, what's wrong with the computer?
Oh, it's been really acting up for a while. It turns off by itself. It's no big deal. I just turn it back on.
I don't like this at all. Come on, Nolik. Let's go inside and take a look.
Just like people, machines can get sick too. They can get a very high temperature and even start coughing and sneezing. And if a machine or an appliance gets seriously sick, sometimes it can be too late to fix them at all. So wouldn't it be better if we could keep them from getting sick in the first place? Everybody knows that people who look after their health get sick less often and live longer. And the same goes for machines. Machines break less often and live longer if they're properly taken care of. That's why machines need to be checked from time to time and cleaned and oiled. And that's what's called preventive maintenance. And preventive maintenance is something that always should be kept in mind by humans and by Fixies.
What is that? What is what? Can you hear that? What are all those sounds? It's probably just, a Fixie eater that woke up. What? What do you mean, Fixie eater? Didn't you know that inside of some appliances there live horrible monsters? They love to attack Fixies and eat them up. And the smaller the Fixies are, the more the Fixie eater likes to eat them. Ha ha! And how come you never told me anything about Fixie eaters before? I didn't want you to get scared! All right, scaredy cat. Let's keep going. Simka, where are you? Oh no, don't eat me,
Fixie eater at all. It's just a fan. Not just, Nolik. It needs our help. See how sick that fan is? Let's go and get it working, right now. A computer can only run when all of its parts are working. And even though a fan looks like nothing more than a simple little engine with a propeller, the computer couldn't work without it. It has the very important job of keeping all of those other parts cool when they start heating up. It cools down the inside of a computer by blowing a stream of air. But if the fan gets dirty and starts working poorly, the computer might get overheated and turn off. Or it can simply break. You have to turn off your computer.
How come?
I'll tell you later. That part's done. Now we oil it. Let me try. All right. It's oiled up. Just like your nose. Tom Thomas! Turn it on! Tidish! And then suddenly, I hear this terrible roar of a Fixie eater. But I wasn't scared one little bit. And I just ran right into the battle.
And Simka?
Oh, she was hiding somewhere. You know, she's a girl, and they're all cowards. So I had to fight the monster all by myself. Ah! Oh, I guess that was an example of how girls hide like cowards when they're too scared. Well, yeah.
The balloon.
No way. You'll miss for sure.
No problem.
Huh. Anybody can do that. But I bet you can't do it if you tried bouncing the ball off the floor first.
Just look. Oh, what are my parents gonna do to me? Maybe we should call Simka. Simka!
And what's Simka gonna do to us when she sees this? So, got yourself in trouble, huh? You shouldn't be playing with a ball inside. And now we have your lamp to fix.
But how? Only my dad can reach all the way up there.
Why just your dad? You have a hot air balloon over there.
That doesn't fly. It's just a toy, see?
Well, it might be just a toy to you, but for us Fixies, it's absolutely real. If an object is lighter than water, it floats up to the surface. And in the same way, if something is lighter than air, it floats upward. Did you know that hot air is lighter than cold air? Well, it is. And that means if you warm up the air in a balloon, it will float up. Hot air balloons use special gas burners to heat up the air inside of them so they will get lighter. And the bigger the balloon, the more people it can take up into the air.
I know what you're saying, but where do we get a burner?
You think Fixies don't have their own burners? Huh! Sure we've got them. Bring it down here, and I'll go talk to our parents.
No, no, and no. The human child must never see us.
Listen now, Simka. We already don't approve of him seeing you and Nolik.
He won't look. Papas, please. You're the one who told us how you dreamed of flying since you trained to go into space.
Yeah. For 2 years I waited on standby, but I never went up.
And you've never flown in a hot air balloon either, honey.
So let's call it a deal. I talked them into it. There's just one condition. You can't watch.
Okay.
You can come in now.
Now prepare the burner.
Coming right up. Permission for takeoff?
Permission is granted. And off we go!
Hooray! It's flying! Don't you peek. Turn around.
Oh, it was an accident.
I'm going to evaluate the damage.
Maintaining proper altitude.
balloons are really awesome. I wonder, who figured out how to do that?
It was the Montgolfiers.
The hot air balloon was invented in the 18th century by the Montgolfier brothers from France. In those days, there were no gas burners, so they heated the air inside the balloon by burning straw. At first, there were no passengers on their balloon. Not counting the Fixies, of course. I mean, how else could a balloon get up in the air without them? Unfortunately, the names of the first Fixies who took that flight were not recorded in the annals of history. Following the Fixies' flight, the next passengers were animals: a ram, a rooster, and a duck. And it was not until those three safely landed after flying a full 4 kilometers that humans dared to fly in hot air balloons themselves. Ever since their invention, hot air balloons have also gone by another name: Montgolfiers.
Hooray!
Tadish!
Didish!
All right. Simka, please let your parents know that I'm so very thankful.
Okay, by the way, now you can turn around. You know, Simka, let's fly the balloon just like them. There's no way, Nolik. We would need to use the burner, and kids aren't allowed to play with fire.
I'll give you a ride. Look, I still need to put it back up on the shelf, so climb in and let's do it.
Brothers. Okay then, like brother and sister, Montgolfier.
The aquarium. The coast is clear. The humans have left. Come on, let's go.
Marcia, why are the fish looking so tired?
'Cause they're not getting enough air in there. The water in the aquarium is dirty and it needs air, but the filter isn't working.
The filter?
Yes, that device over there.
These fish need our help, and if we don't do something right now, they could die.
Right. First, I'll fix that light, while you and Marcia go over there and see what is wrong with the filter.
But I want to go and look at the filter too. You're too small for this. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. And you're a giant. I mean, you're like 6 feet tall, huh?
That's enough arguing. Nolik, let's go. Well, let's check it. Not working. Nolik, where are you?
I'm up here.
What are you doing up there?
Nothing. Holding on.
We don't have time for that. Get down. We have to get this switch working.
Marcia, what's the matter with the filter?
Well, probably something's caught inside and it's stopping the motor from turning. A filter is used to keep the aquarium water clean. A motor in the filter turns the paddles and pumps water through a fine net or a sponge. The dirt in the water gets trapped in there, and the cleaned water is put back into the aquarium. Many filters not only clean the water, but also add air to it, so there will be more oxygen in the water. You see, even though fish live their lives in water, they need oxygen just like all of us.
Way to go there!
There are lots of ways for people to breathe underwater. As an experiment, try putting an empty glass upside down in water, and you'll see that some of the air stays in there. That's the idea behind the ancient diving bell. An empty bell was lowered under the water, and some of the air remained in there for the diver to breathe. And about 200 years ago, the first diving suits were invented. The diver got air from a hose that started above the water. This let the diver spend a long time under the water and even walk around on the bottom, but just not too far. Later on, people learned to squeeze a lot of air inside of metal tanks, and that's when scuba diving started. Scuba divers breathe the air stored in these tanks so they can swim freely and even dive deep down below the water.
Our work is done. The light is on, and the filter is working.
And the fish look so excited!
As if they're not fish, but monsters. Thank goodness they're behind glass.
Papoose!
Just hang on. We'll be right there to save you. But I don't even have my pack-a-mat.
Ooh, look how they're chopping their teeth! They must be so hungry!
You're right. They're hungry. Nolik, come on.
I can't believe those fish! They're so ungrateful! We went ahead and fixed their filter, and all they wanted to do was gobble us up! And I'm the one who saved you from them! I was the one watching what was going on. Oh, gee.
Hold it. Do you think giving her some food will help?
As long as you're not thinking that food is me.
The electric train.
Woo, 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 woo. Zoom, zoom. And suddenly, the Earth is attacked by an alien spaceship. Pew, pew, pew. If help arrives here on time, we'll be saved. Move faster, faster. Come on, get off the train. Move it, move it.
Tom Thomas, we came here to play.
Oh, finally you're here. I need some aliens for this game.
What kind of aliens are you talking about?
Just plain old aliens. You know the ones. They come destroy the Earth and just about everything.
We don't want to destroy anything at all. Why can't we be, the train engineers, huh?
Train engineers? You don't know anything about driving a train.
Oh, we know plenty about trains.
Humans invented the railroad long ago, but back then, the rails were made out of wood. People didn't start making metal rails until the end of the 18th century. But the first railroad cars had no engines to give them their power. Instead, they used horses to pull them along. Later, horses were replaced by the steam engine. Wood and coal would burn in their furnaces to boil the water in the boilers, making the steam that turned their wheels. And the Fixies were there to help those trains go, making sure all of the parts could work together smoothly. But now steam engines have long gone away. The railroad uses electricity now for its power. These electric trains race along the railway at almost the speed of an airplane.
So you might know trains, but you'll still be the aliens. This railroad is mine. So you're gonna play the way I want. The train is unloaded and leaving the station. Woo!
You can play choo-choo by yourself.
And I will.
Pew, 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 pew.
Hey, why did you stop? This doesn't help either. It's not going at all. Simka! Nolik! Where are you? Did I hurt your feelings or something? Mom, is Dad gonna be home soon?
No, is something the matter?
We've been attacked by evil aliens. The train has to be fixed right away, or we'll never escape them.
You want some tea?
I've got to think of something. Simka, Nolik, I know you're in there. Please forgive me if I hurt your feelings. I'm really sorry. There's nobody but you that can save the world from the evil aliens.
All right, it talked us back into it. Well, let's go and check the rails. Nolik, follow me. I'm faster. Whoa! Well, so much for being faster. It looks like I found the break. Tom Thomas, the rails are broken.
I know, and so?
You know, but that's why your train's not running. Just like a real train, model trains run on electricity. But there aren't any batteries inside the locomotive to pull the other cars. The engine gets its electricity from the rails. Each piece of the rail has a wire in it. If the rails come apart, the electricity can't flow through the track and get to the train. And without electricity, the train's engine just stops going. So reconnect the rails and your train will run again.
Put them together. Yes! Hooray! The train's running! Way to go! So will you play with me now?
And which way are we playing this time?
Whatever you want, I'm with you. The train rushes down the track with Nolik as its engineer, when suddenly from out of the sky comes an alien spaceship.
Greetings to you, O people of planet Earth. I come from far away, from another galaxy. Have you come to destroy everything? No, I've come to fix it all. Oh!
The spare part.
Hey, what's going on? It was just working.
Hi there, Tom Thomas.
Simka and Nolik. Look, I've got a
Sorry,
problem.
no time to play. We're busy.
Busy? With what?
We got put in charge here for the day. We even get to use one of the pack-a-mats. Papoose and Marcia went out to visit our Fixie friends. Papoose used to be with them at the Space Center years ago.
Ever since he was a boy, Papoose dreamed of going into space. And why not? Fixies work on rockets, too. He even got a job at the Astronaut Training Center. He was put in charge of the centrifuge, and he made sure it worked perfectly. The centrifuge is a sort of very fast carousel for training astronauts. And Papoose trained inside of it, too. Unfortunately, Papoose never knew the rocket was scheduled to fly on his day off. And when he found out, it was too late, and the rocket blasted off without him. Since then, Papoose hates his days off. But he still longs to fix something like that centrifuge. You know, something turning around like a washing machine. Too bad for Papoose that the one in his house seems to keep working perfectly fine.
So that means today you fix everything?
Uh-huh.
Well then, it's your lucky day, because my car just broke down.
Hooray! We've got work to do. Nolik, let's go! Well, what broke down here? Wait a sec. Here, this part burned out. It's all covered in black. I wonder where we can get the same part, but a clean one. A clean one? Nolik! Genius! There's the same exact part inside the dishwasher. We can take it from there. Come on! Do you have any idea how all these parts are connected to one another? With this thing right under you. It's a special part called a circuit board. A circuit board's made like this. First, the board gets covered with a thin layer of metal. Then, paths are laid onto the board where the electricity is going to flow. After that, all of the extra metal is washed off of it with a special cleaning liquid, leaving the metal paths that were drawn on the board. These paths work just like wires to connect the parts on the board to each other. And then all that's left to do is attach those parts to their places on the paths. Pull it! Tadish! Tom Thomas, Tadish!
Hooray! It works again.
Tom Thomas, I'm about to start the dishwasher. Are there any dirty dishes in your room?
Nah.
Slow down!
Slow what down?
Slow down your mom. We took the new part out of the dishwasher, see?
Mom, wait! Don't start it! You need to put in this one, dirty cup.
Nolik, follow me. Inside the TV's the same part. Now back to the dishwasher. We barely made it. We grabbed the part from the TV in the living room.
Not the TV, my mom's favorite program is about to start.
The television is working now.
And where'd you get the part for it?
From your dad's computer in his office.
Hi, everybody. I'm home.
Hi, hon. Are you ready for dinner?
In a bit. I've got to finish a little work on the computer.
Simka, hurry! Where else can we find that part?
Stop. That's enough running. Here, take it back from the car.
And then we put the part back into the computer and it started working again.
Oh, that was really silly.
Remember, you little experts, never repair any device at the cost of another one.
I understand now. And I understand.
If you were smart, you could have taken the part out of the old radio in the closet.
Papus, but you know the radio wouldn't work then.
That old thing hasn't been working for years.
Marcia and I have pulled out half those parts already.
The washing machine.
Look at that, Simka. They're showing Titanic on the television. Hey, Nolik, that's not a television. That's a machine for washing laundry. No way. Yeah, it's just a plain old washing machine, Nolik, don't you know? Tell me about it. You're such a great explainer. Inside of a washing machine is a big drum. People put their dirty laundry in there and add a special kind of soap called detergent. When they turn the washing machine on, the drum fills with water, and then the motor starts to spin the drum. That makes the laundry rub together, forcing the soapy water in and the dirt out to make your clothes clean. After that, all that's left is to get out the water by spinning the drum really fast and sending the water down the drain. Oh, thanks a lot, Simka. I always wondered, why would you want to put laundry inside a television? Are you joking with me? Uh-huh. Oh, I'll show you a funny joke. Get over here. Shh, it's Tom Thomas's mother. She's got headphones on. We're safe. She doesn't hear anything except the music. Now she'll come back, add the soap, turn on her television, and watch the second part of the movie. Again with the jokes. This time I'm really gonna let you have it. Whoa! Nolik, just do what I say. I came up with a plan. What's your plan? To run away!
Who's here? Hello? Huh.
Oh, yeah.
There are a lot of things to keep in mind with a washing machine to use it right. For example, do you know what can happen if you wash red and white shirts together? Well, the white one might just turn pink. No, it's not because it's embarrassed, but because some of the color from the red shirt happened to get onto the white one. Another important thing to remember is to empty your pockets before you wash your clothes. Things like keys, nails, and chewing gum might not only ruin your clothes, but they can destroy the washer, too. And this isn't only about little stuff. Big things like music players and mobile phones have managed to find their way into the washing machine. Oh, sure, these things look nice and clean after a good washing, but they certainly don't seem to want to work anymore. And never, ever put a pet inside of a washing machine. That's just no place for a living thing.
You know what, Simka? I've never been laundered in my entire life. We better get out of here, Nolik, right now. And the faster, the better. Come on, let's get going.
And what about Chusaka?
What about Chusaka? Let her get washed up a little in there. Maybe it'll make her nicer.
But she could drown, the poor thing. I don't think we can do this alone. We should get help from Tom Thomas's mother. 1, 2, stop! What? She moved out of the way. And 3. Pull it!
Huh? What is that? Oh, my goodness! Oh, my sweet little baby. How did you get in there? You wait right here in the tub and I'll go get you a towel.
So, you wild little beast. Looks like we saved your life. We're friends now?
Nolik, sure doesn't look like she wants to be our friend.
So what do we do now?
Same old plan. Run!
The thermometer. I can't believe the new thermometer isn't working. Tom Thomas, stay in bed. And I'll try and look for that old mercury thermometer.
Hey, did you get sick?
That's one way of saying it. I don't know how I'm gonna pass that math test today.
You're not ready, so you don't want to go to school.
Well, yeah.
So if you pull a sickie, then you can trick your mom.
No, that's not true. I'm just pretending a little bit.
You think so? Well, you won't trick the thermometer.
Simka, what's a mercury thermometer?
Mercury is a type of liquid metal that's silver in color. There's no mercury inside of new thermometers. Now they're electronic. Old thermometers were made with a glass tube with markings and a bit of mercury inside them. When the end of the tube warms up, the mercury inside of it expands and creeps up the tube. And that's how those old thermometers measure temperature. The longer the column of mercury, the higher the person's temperature is.
That means I need to warm up the end of the thermometer.
Thomas, you're a genius. But how will you warm it up?
Finally, I found it. Well, let's see.
Mom, can I eat something?
Hang in there, sweetie. I'll make you something.
Ooh, that is hot. Now there's just no way it won't have the temperature.
Hey, what are you doing in here?
Well, how high did you get it?
108 is what it's showing.
Oh, no. With a temperature that high, they'll send you straight to the hospital. And you don't need that.
You'd better shake that thermometer.
Yeah, that's what I'll do. That'll get the temperature down a little.
Ah!
Well, so much for that. Cheaters never prosper.
Thomas, did you see this?
Nolik!
Nolik, don't touch the mercury. It's poisonous. Stop it right now. And you, Tom Thomas, you don't touch that mercury either. It's dangerous.
Then how can we throw it out?
Call your mom and she can help you.
I can't. How could I call her? Then she'd find out that I wanted to trick her.
Maybe it's better to tell the truth.
I can't. I can't do it.
All right then, it looks like there's no other choice. Nolik, call Papoose and Masya. I'll get him. And you go back to your room and wait.
Looks like this whole job is done.
Not yet. We still need to neutralize this mercury.
In everybody's home, there's all sorts of chemicals around. They are used for cleaning dishes, clothes, the bathroom, and dealing with pests. And all of these substances can be very harmful to human health. But some people don't seem to understand this. They might use a dangerous spray or a poisonous liquid and then forget to wash their hands afterward. And then they go and eat or rub their eyes with their hands. That can cause serious damage to their vision or stomachs. And never put anything into your mouth that looks like medicine, unless your parents or a doctor gave it to you. And if you ever happen to find something on the ground that looks like a piece of candy, you must never put it in your mouth. You can get poisoned that way. Oh, humans. If they'd only remember this simple advice, they'd stay safer.
And what do we do with the glass that's broken?
That job's not for Fixies.
Tom Thomas, we cleaned up all the mercury.
And the glass too?
No, not the broken glass.
But will you?
Papoose said that it's not our job. He told us you have to get your parents to come and help you. That part's your responsibility.
Here's some food for you. What's the matter?
Mom, I broke the thermometer.
Broke it? Did you cut yourself?
No,
The mercury, did you touch it?
I didn't.
Simka, you think he'll tell her the truth?
And where did you break it?
The bathroom.
Why did you go in there?
I wanted to trick you. I have a test, and I didn't study for it. And now it's too late for school,